So if you edit in Premiere Pro but you love color grading in DaVinci Resolve, XMLs are the bridge that makes it all possible. But the workflow can be a little bit confusing unless someone shows you the exact steps and the pitfalls you need to avoid. In this video, I'll walk you through the full round trip workflow both ways, from Premiere to Resolve for color, and then from Resolve back to Premiere for final output. And I'll also outline the settings you must check so your project doesn't fall apart on import. If you've ever wanted a clean, reliable Premiere Resolve pipeline, this is the video that finally makes it make sense. Let's jump in. Okay, so here we are in Premiere, and I've got a very basic project, just a kind of sequence of a number of different shots, just kind of one little scene, one little sequence of somebody coming in, sitting down, reading a book, and then getting up and leaving. It's a very basic sequence, but I thought I could use this to just show you how to round trip a project from Premiere to Resolve and back again. So the important thing with round tripping is you have to get to a point where you've made all your visual editing decisions. So your edit is done. You're not going to make any changes after the fact. And the other thing you need to make sure of is that, you don't have anything that's Premiere Pro specific, effects, transitions, any of those things. It needs to be a clean timeline that you send to Resolve, and then when you send it back from Resolve back to Premiere, then you can add in any kind of effects, text, any of those things. So we need a clean timeline with just kind of the raw media, the clips that we're going to need to grade. I would also try and get them all onto one video track as well, kind of simplify things. But yeah, that's quite important. You need to simplify your sequence, your timeline, and you also need to just make sure that you don't have any effects or anything Premiere Pro specific when you're trying to send things across, because that's not going to essentially send across to Resolve, and it's potentially going to cause issues. Okay, so to send this from Premiere to Resolve, we need to create something called an XML file. And it's essentially just a metadata file that's telling the software where the cuts were made with those specific clips. So what you need to do is you need to go up to the File menu at the top here, and you go down to Export, and you go to Final Cut Pro XML at the bottom there. The shortcut is Control-Alt-Shift-X. So you hit Final Cut Pro XML, and it's going to bring up a window here asking you where you want to save that XML. And I need to go to my projects drive, and I'm going to go to a folder that I called Roundtripping. And you'll see that I've organized things well in this folder. That's what's also quite important with round-tripping your project. You need to make sure that you've organized everything into one specific folder, and you've got subfolders for each of the things that you're doing, and you're quite organized and you know where everything is. So you'll see that I've got my Premiere Pro project here. All of my media is in that folder, and then I've created two folders for the XMLs that I'm going to send from Premiere to Resolve. So that's this one here, and then from Resolve back to Premiere. So this is the first XML that I need to send. So I'm going to save it in this XML for Resolve folder. And the sequence that I'm working on right now is book sequence. You could actually go in and rename this if you wanted to whatever it is, .xml, whatever it is you wanted to name it, .xml, but it's going to default to whatever your sequence or your timeline in the project is called. So I've selected the correct folder, and I'm going to just say save, and it's saved that XML to that folder. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Resolve, and I'm going to show you how to open up that project. Okay, so here I am in Resolve. I've created a new project, and what we now need to do is we need to bring in that XML and the media so that we can essentially work on grading or color grading this project. So if you go to the media tab, and then we go to the media pool down here, we right click, we go to timelines, and I'm actually just going to move over a little bit here. We go to the timelines, import, and you want to go to this importing an AAF, EDL, XML, etc., because we're importing an XML file. So again, go to the media tab, right click, go to timelines, import AAF, EDL, XML. It'll bring up an Explorer window, and I'm going to go and find my XML. So it was in this round tripping folder that I created, XML for Resolve. This is the one that I need to import. I select it, I say import. It's going to bring up this load XML window. It's asking you which timeline do you want to import. There's only one in that project. If you had more than one timeline, you might actually see more than one timeline there. You can change the timeline name here. I'd leave this timecode start timecode thing alone. I would leave these 2 boxes checked, automatically set project settings, and automatically import clips into the media pool. I'd leave this ignore file extensions when matching unchecked. I'd leave the sizing information checked. With having a few of these boxes checked, it should set the timeline resolution to the correct resolution, frame rate, and all of that should be set up correctly. And underneath here, you see there's a little drop down for mixed frame rate format. If you go there, you can select Resolve, Final Cut Pro 7, or Final Cut Pro X. I actually always just leave that alone. And then if you click OK, what you'll see is that it imports the media and it imports that sequence. So we have the edited sequence that we worked on in Premiere. We've now brought it into Resolve, and we can do some color grading. So I'm going to do a kind of a quick pass on the color grading, and then we'll get to moving the project back from Resolve to Premiere. Okay, so I've done a quick color grade here, nothing fancy. I've just made a few changes so we can actually see that we've made changes. So what you need to do now is you need to move over to the Deliver tab, or the Deliver page, which is down the bottom here. And you would need to go and select the Premiere Pro XML here. So if you select Premiere Pro or Premiere XML there, I'm going to browse to the correct location. So I'm going to go into Roundtripping. I'm going to say XML for Premiere. I'm going to select that folder. And what I would encourage you to do is to actually send individual clips as opposed to a single clip. I know right now it's grayed out and that's kind of the default. I would encourage you to send individual clips back and then let the XML kind of import them and essentially make those visual editing decisions based on what the timeline looks like. So I would make sure that individual clips is selected, and we're just sending the video back because this is from the grade. If you wanted to send video and audio, you could export the audio as well, but I'm actually going to uncheck that. So my advice would be to send back something that is going to hold on to a lot of color information, because this is color that we're working on. And a good default that has actually been selected already is this Apple ProRes 422. So I would actually leave this alone as default. Resolution should be set to timeline resolution, which is fine. Under advanced settings here, you can change things if you need to, but they should all be set up correctly. You've also got a section for subtitle settings, but we don't actually need subtitles. So under the audio section, if you were to export audio, my advice would be to send linear PCM audio, because that's going to give you the most quality. And then when you go to the section under file, you can use unique file names for these new media clips. I would actually leave that checked. It's going to use the source name, but then it's also going to add something at the end. You can select either prefix or suffix, depending on your preference. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to say that I want to create a subfolder in the folder that I'm saving to called graded media, and then I would leave everything else alone. And what you would do then is say add to render queue here at the bottom, which then makes it show up at the top here. And then all you do is you hit this render all button down here, and it will render out the project. Okay, and that's done. So now we're going to go back into Premiere and we're going to import the graded project. Okay, so here we are back in Premiere, and we need to bring our graded timeline from Resolve back into our Premiere Pro project so we can do our final output. So what you need to do is go up the top here to the File menu, go down to Import, and if you go to the folder that you exported everything to, so Roundtripping, and then we go to this XML for Premiere folder, you'll see there's graded media in there, and our XML is in that subfolder with the graded media. So if we select this XML and we say open, you'll see that it's opening that project, and it's imported book sequence Resolve and all of the clips that we needed into the project. So what I'm actually going to do now is I'm going to create a new bin. I'm going to call that graded media, and I'm going to just select all of the media. I'm going to put it in there. I like to be quite organized. And now all of our media is there. And here are our 2 sequences. This was the original sequence, and this is our sequence that was graded. So that is essentially how to round trip your project from Premiere to Resolve, and then from Resolve back to Premiere again using XMLs. Okay, so if you found that this tutorial helped you finally understand how XML round tripping works, hit the like button below, and also comment to let me know how you plan to use this on your projects in the future. And make sure that you subscribe to That Media Prof for weekly videos on everything to do with media production. And if you enjoyed this video, I think you'll find this next one helpful as well. I'll see you there.